How many times have you answered, "I'm fine," when you weren't? Maybe someone asked you, "How are you doing?" And those two words just slipped out without thinking. But deep within, deep inside of you, you are stressed, you are tired, and quietly breaking. Today, let's talk about why we hide behind "I'm fine" and how to answer honestly in a way that feels safe and freeing. Hi, I'm Winnie Kate, and welcome to Purposeful Lifestyle, where we talk about gentleness, wellness, and faith-filled encouragement to help you slow down and live with intention. If you are ready to trade small talk for soul talk, you are in the right place. You are welcome. All right, today we want to talk about why we say "I'm fine." A lot of times when someone asks you, "How are you doing?" or "How are you?" we just answer without thinking, just with impulse. We just say, "I'm fine, fine," and we know we are not truly fine. So why do we say "I'm fine"? Sometimes we say "I'm fine" because it's easy. Of course, you don't want to keep the conversation going. You want to keep the conversation light and avoid uncomfortable questions. So when someone says, "How are you doing?" you say, "I'm fine." But people that really want to keep the conversation going, when you say, "I'm fine," they come to you and they're like, "How are you truly? Really, really, how are you doing?" So, but because you do not want to keep the conversation going, sometimes you just say, "I'm fine." And of course, sometimes it's the fear of burdening others with our own issues. We don't want to burden people with our issues. We just want to keep things to ourselves. So we don't want people to help us carry that burden. Sometimes we don't even have the right word. Like we don't know how to articulate how we truly feel. And because of that, when someone says, "How are you?" we just say, "I'm fine," because we do not have the right word for how we truly feel. And for every time we pretend, we teach ourselves that our emotions do not really matter or that our emotions are not welcome. It's a way to bottle in or to shut up or shut down our emotions, how we truly feel. So that is why we say "I'm fine." Some of us are not bold enough to face or to confront our emotions or what we are actually going through. And because of that, you just say, "I'm fine." You tell everybody, "I'm fine," and you even tell yourself, "I'm fine." And that can quietly build walls between us and the people who truly care. God did not ask us to deny our feelings. I understand that as people of faith, people of God, sometimes we do not want to sound negative, we do not want to sound pessimistic, and so we just want to speak the faith language, which is why when we are sick, we say, "I'm strong." When somebody says, "Oh, how are you feeling?" "How are you feeling?" "I'm strong." And sometimes you are saying, "I'm strong," and then you are just giving another expression entirely. I understand that we want to sound with faith, but God never said we should hide how we truly feel, because there were places in the scripture where God said he was sad or he was angry or he was happy with people, or that his heart delighted in people in the scripture. So God never hid his feelings, and he never said we should hide our feelings. In fact, he speaks to us in the book of Psalm 34 verse 13, saying, "God is close to the brokenhearted." God is close to the brokenhearted. So when we are honest with ourselves, and we are honest with how we truly feel, we open the door for healing. Because the truth of the matter is, when we are able to express how we truly feel, when we are able to articulate it, healing starts from there a lot of time. Because the reason why we are burdened sometimes is because we do not have the right words. We can't even articulate how we feel. I'm reminded of when I was having mental breakdown back to back. I've shared this in some of my videos on this channel. So you can go through the videos on my channel, or I might as well tag the video. But I've shared this on how I battled depression or some mental issues for some time. Depression, anxiety, fear, low self-esteem and stuff like that. And for a while, I didn't even know what it was. I was struggling with myself. I was struggling with my feelings. It was like the whole world was against me. Everything was working against me. I was battling with myself. Sometimes I would hold my head, to the extent that at some point, one of my doctors, after being in and out of hospital, had to prescribe a drug for me. And when I look at the drug, I was like, I've not been given this drug before. What is this? The doctor said, just go and take it. You are going to be fine. I've shared this in one of my videos also. You are going to be fine. Just go and take it. But you know, the inquisitive me just got home, picked up my phone, and then I checked what is, I don't want to mention it. I've mentioned the name before. I don't want to do that anymore. That what is this drug meant for? And then I realized that it was antipsychotic, and I was like, no way. So I went back to my doctor and I was like, are you saying I'm mad? Are you saying I'm crazy? I'm going nuts? Why are you prescribing antipsychotic for me? And then he said, madam, I didn't give you those drugs because I think or I thought you are mad or crazy. I just wanted to take them and then you will sleep and you will be fine. Really, really. So I didn't take the medication. I just flushed the drugs. And it was at that point that I knew, yes, something was not right. And after doing my research, I discovered that I was battling with a depression. The doctor didn't come out straight, but I was able to know what it was. And at that point in time, I started articulating the names of whatever I was going through: depression, anxiety. So that's it. You have to be honest with yourselves. Once you know that something is not right, then you have to be honest with yourself and just face it. Now, let's talk about the power of honest answers. Let's talk about the power of honest answers. Answering honestly doesn't mean spilling your deepest pain or deepest emotion to everyone you meet on the way. Of course not. But there has to be someone or some people or a group of people that you can talk to about how you truly feel, instead of telling everybody, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. No, there has to be someone that you can talk to. And it means choosing truth even in small ways. Choosing truth even in small ways. Being honest with yourself and being honest with people close to you. When we say it's been a tough week, especially when somebody asks you, how are you doing this week? How was work this week? And then you go on to say, oh, it's been a tough week, but I'm taking it one step at a time. We invite a deeper connection. We invite somebody into, we permit someone to be real with them too. You are giving someone a deeper connection into you, or into what or how you truly feel. You don't need to tell everyone that you are fine when you are actually not fine. So when you say, oh, it's been a tough week, but I'm taking it one step at a time, it means you are inviting a kind of connection between you and the people you talk to. Then you give others permission to be real too. Honesty helps us to check in with ourselves. Naming our feelings out loud is a quiet act of self-care. Naming our feelings, or naming your feelings, yes, naming your feelings out loud is a quiet act of self-care. Like I said, I had to start calling these things by name, because the truth was, a lot of time they just sleep in, they just rear their ugly heads. They still do. Like I always say, I'm a work in progress, but I'm in that place where I can just say, depression, I see you, no room for you here. Anxiety, I see you, you don't have a place here. Fear, I can see you, I call them by name and I tell them there is no place here, like you do not have any room here. So you have to get to that place where you are honest with yourself and you are honest with other people, and then you name your feelings out loud. And when you do that, is an act, a quiet act of self-care. Remember, I said healing starts with naming or calling out the things that you truly feel. Now, how do you answer honestly? How do you answer the question, how are you, or how are you doing, honestly? You answer honestly by telling people how you truly feel. There are a few examples that I will mention. I'm reminded of like long time ago when I was living with a white lady. I was in the program and I was with a white lady who was the head of that program at the time. That was when I learned how to truly express my feelings, because back then, that's what we know growing up. How are you? Fine. How are your parents? Fine. How are your siblings? Fine. How are your brothers? Fine. How is school? Fine. How is church? Fine. Everything fine, 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 fine. So right then she taught us to truly express how we truly feel. Like, how are you? I'm tired, I'm stressed. And people around me know this. No, people don't say, how are you? And I just go, fine. Except for people out there, the masses. But most of the time, when someone says, how are you? I let them know, I'm stressed, I'm tired, it's been a tough week, it's been a long day. I just want to relax, I need a break. Like, I just express myself that way. A lot of time when I do that, I'm sincere with myself, I'm in touch with my feelings, and I'm also letting people know that it's not offline like that. And when you are excited, express it. How are you? Oh, I'm so excited today. I'm joyful today, or I'm restful, I'm at peace. So when people ask you, how are you? You can say, I'm a bit tired today, but I'm glad to be here. How was your trip? Oh, it was rough, but thank God we made it. How was your trip? Oh, it was a very smooth trip. If it was raining when you were coming or on the trip, oh, how was your trip? Oh, it was wet. People will understand that it was raining on the road, or when you were coming, when you were traveling, or it's been a full week, but I'm figuring it out one day at a time. These are simple ways to express yourself. This way you don't overshare. Being truthful does not mean oversharing. People already know what you are saying. You create space for real conversation. If you wish to talk more, then you go ahead, but just expressing that gives people an insight into what you actually truly feel at that point in time. Oh, I feel peaceful. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, we thank God, it's been a blessed week. That way, just answer softly. But then, if you don't feel safe sharing, it's also okay. Yeah, you have to understand that. If you don't feel like sharing, it is also understandable. But one thing I will say is that don't do it to the point of bottling things up and then you are not talking to anyone. You don't have to share with everybody, like I said earlier, but there has to be someone or a group of people that you can talk to. So if you don't feel like sharing, fine, but then don't bottle things up outrightly. And you can be honest with yourself and also with God. Pick up a paper, pick up your journal, pick up your jotter, write out how you truly feel or how you feel at any point in time, and then present it to God. Honesty is a practice, not a performance. It's a journey, not a destination. So, like I know, I said, I'm still a work in progress. So, day in, day out, you keep practicing honesty, being honest with yourself, being honest with God, being honest with other people. So, when you write out, sometimes you are not even able to articulate how you truly feel. So, you can just pick up your journal or pick up your jotter or even a piece of paper and write out what you are going through at any point in time, and that way you are able to articulate what you truly feel. So every honest word is a small step towards a purposeful life. Every honest word is a small step toward a purposeful life. The more you practice, remember, practice is not a performance. It's a journey. It's not a destination. So the more you practice, the more you will notice people respond with kindness and not judgment. The more you practice, you will notice that people respond with kindness and not with judgment. And you will feel lighter, yes, because you are not carrying it all alone. You feel lighter. You know that someone has listened to you, and then you feel lighter. You have expressed yourself. You have expressed yourself. You feel lighter. You feel less burdened. Remember, a problem shared is a problem partly solved, even if not entirely solved, but you know you are not carrying it alone. So I'd love to hear from you. I want you to write in the comment section, what is one honest comment, honest response you will be giving to people instead of I'm fine going forward. After seeing this video, what is that honest response that you will be giving when somebody asks you, how are you or how are you doing, instead of saying I'm fine? And if you are in the comment section and you see people expressing how they truly feel or what they are going through, just give them your hug, give them your love. I will also be there to give you my love and my hug. And if you are new here, do not forget to like and to subscribe, and of course to share, and of course join me every week for more gentle encouragement to live a purposeful lifestyle. Remember, you don't have to be fine to be loved. You just have to be real. Don't forget, you don't have to be fine to be loved. You just have to be real. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
Take all the glory, Jesus.